Welcome to our webinar for Gaining Meaningful Experience During the Summer, presented by the Experiential Learning Hub at the University of Guelph. I'd like to begin with a territorial acknowledgement from the University of Guelph. It is with great respect the Experiential Learning Hub acknowledges that the University of Guelph resides on the ancestral lands of the Attawandaron people and the treaty lands and territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit. We uphold the significance of the Dish with One Spoon Covenant and the continuing relationship our Indigenous neighbors have with this land. We recognize that today this gathering is a home to many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples, and acknowledging them reminds us of our relationships with this land where we learn and work. So welcome again, and thanks so much for being here today. A bit about myself. My name is Louisa Smith, and I'm a career advisor here at the University of Guelph, where I work specifically with the College of Engineering and Physical Sciences. I have a background in human resources and tech, where I was working as a tech recruiter, and most recently I worked as a career advisor for a coding bootcamp in Toronto. I'm always looking for new coffee to try, even though I only drink decaf, so I would love to hear if you have any local recommendations. By the end of our webinar today, you should have an understanding of what your skills are, and we'll learn some insights on how to build those over the summer. We'll also touch on how you can use this time to prepare for future job searches, and I'll also provide some additional resources regarding skill building and research. Let's begin by doing a bit of a brainstorm. I invite you to grab a piece of paper or open up a note-taking app on your phone or computer. Once you have that open, start writing down some skills that you know you have. These could be hard skills like fluency in 2 or more languages, or soft skills. Soft skills, or people skills as they're sometimes called, can include communication skills, leadership skills, and more. So pause the video here and jot down the skills that come to mind for you. Looking at that list, what would you say you're the most proficient in? On the opposite end, what are some of those skills that you want to improve? Perhaps you can take some time this summer building those skills, or perhaps even finding new ones. We'll be spending some time in today's webinar talking about both building on skills and finding new ones. One thing I want to remind you of are transferable skills. These are skills that are important no matter what the role is. Employers tend to focus their attention on problem solving, teamwork, communication, planning, and initiative skills. It could be a good idea to take some time over the summer working on all of these skills, as they're important to any successful job search. One way to build the skills you may have already participated in is through volunteering. While many volunteer organizations are not accepting physical volunteers right now, there are many organizations who are looking for virtual or online volunteers. This could include things from translating documents, creating written or digital content for organizations or websites, and even designing pamphlets or other graphic design. The People and Information Network is a Guelph-based volunteer organization. Perhaps you can take some time after the webinar today to get in touch to see what virtual volunteering opportunities exist in the area. There are also many sites dedicated solely to virtual volunteering, such as volunteer.ca. If you already have an organization in mind, why not reach out to them to see if there's anything you can do to help support them this summer? Can't find any opportunities that interest you? Consider creating your own. What challenges do you want to help solve in the world? What skills do you have that can contribute to solving that problem? Bring some friends together and have a brainstorm about what you can all do as a team to tackle that problem. This summer can be a great opportunity to consider taking an additional course. Massive open online courses are skill-building programs varying in length from a few weeks to a few months. They're typically provided by accredited organizations, such as Harvard, though they're not for credit. Rather, they exist to help you build on a pre-existing skill set or create a brand new one. Depending on the platform, there may be a fee involved ranging up to hundreds of dollars. However, there are some free platforms out there, which we'll talk about next. LinkedIn Learning is a fantastic free platform that all U of Guelph students have access to. It's a video-based training library where users can access online learning modules to build specific skills and achieve personal and professional goals. Taught by industry professionals, modules are delivered in 5 languages, and topics range from software development, website design, animation, audio and music, soft skill training, photography, and many more. The best part is all of these are completely free to you. They also range in terms of time commitments, some being just a few minutes and others spanning over several hours. This could be great for someone who is not quite sure if they want to devote a great deal of time, energy, and money to a specific area of education and just wants to start learning more. Tackling your own project or building your own portfolio can be a great asset to your job search. Think to yourself, what types of projects do you want to contribute to through your work? What challenges are you looking to solve with your specific skill set? This can include increasing sustainable energy, redesigning the healthcare system, and many other examples. Maybe you took a class recently that really interested with you or resonated with you. Consider reaching back out to your professor to ask for more insights on that topic, sharing that you're interested in building on a specific idea or theme. Having the time to be creative can help you determine how you want to contribute to the world of work. You can start logging these skill builders in calendars, Excel files, whatever works for you in terms of organization. Consider starting a website or blog to market yourself. LinkedIn can be a great place to get started with building your online presence. Sometimes it's easier to understand our skills by asking others what our greatest skill sets are. Sometimes you may not think that you're good at something, but your friends might say otherwise. Why not brainstorm with them about what all of your collective skills are? How can you put all of those skills together towards a collective project or cause to help build all of your skills simultaneously this summer? If you're feeling a bit stuck when it comes to figuring out what skills to build on next, you can review job description of roles that may be of interest to you. Alternatively, consider going more broad than this. Finding companies or organizations that you're interested in and reviewing all of their open roles for commonalities can be a great way to figure out what skills you may need to work on in order to be a successful candidate there. You can also take some time this summer to start preparing for the fall semester, whether that be a work term or a study term. Creating a job search plan can help you streamline the process when it comes time to apply for those jobs. Start to research careers. What are some viable career pathways for you? We have a resource on our website entitled, "What Can I Do with My Degree?" You can also book some time with a career advisor to start to learn more about roles or industries you'd like to explore. I'd also recommend researching labor market trends. What roles and industries are increasing in popularity? What skills do you have, and what skills will you need to succeed in those industries? Remember, it can take many months or sometimes years to feel confident in a skill, but starting small can help you achieve those goals. Starting with even 10 minutes a day, 5 days a week, can add up to several hours just over the summer alone. And finally, remember to keep talking to folks in your industry. Connect with alumni on LinkedIn who have graduated from your program. What roles are they in? Consider reaching out to them to learn more about what they did during their schooling to help build their skills. Before we leave our webinar today, I want you to leave with some action items to work on after the webinar. Take the next 30 seconds to jot down some skills you've thought about during this webinar and a preliminary strategy for building this out. If you haven't thought about any skills so far, what's one area of skills you can think about right now that you want to build out? I've included some resources to help you with your skill building and exploration. The first is a skills quiz to help you figure out what skills you have. I've also listed some common, massive open online courses for you to begin your exploration. And finally, I have 2 resources dedicated to researching labor market trends. Brookfield Institute publishes multiple reports every year looking at market trends, and they have some really compelling and easy to read information. The second is a Canadian government resource where you can learn more about what industries are trending and what their job forecast looks like based on certain cities and provinces. Remember, our career advisors are here to support you, not just during the summer, but anytime. We offer career advising and planning appointments, further education advising, job search and networking tips, resume and cover letter critiques, employment supports for students of varying abilities, and mock interviews. You can book an appointment by logging into Experience Guelph and selecting the Career tab on the left-hand side, then selecting the Appointments tab. So with that, I'd like to thank you for joining us for our webinar today, and I wish you the best of building on your fantastic skill set. While we're not in the office physically at this time, if you have any questions, you can always contact us virtually. You can contact us at the Experiential Learning Hub using the email recruit@uoguelph.ca. Thanks very much and enjoy the rest of your day.